check this out. It may look like a rotted apple, but it's an Eastern American black walnut. And maybe one day we'll do a campfire cooking video where we actually cook these. For all we know, our entire little shelter we built a few weeks ago could be torn down. But hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's still in good shape. But there's a pretty good chance it is torn down. Alright, wait, I think it's still up. You gotta check. Oh, yeah, it's actually still in pretty good shape, too. That's pretty good. Oh, yeah, it looks practically untouched since the last time we were here. Oh, the little deer is still there. Found that in the bottom of the pond, and it's kind of our mascot now. If you look up right now, it looks like we might have some storms coming, and that'll be really good to test the roofing on this. So we put a reinforcement support in, and we're just making sure it's okay. Here's where it broke, the original support, but our reinforcements seem to be doing pretty good, so that's quite nice. So just looking up, some sort of animal or something looks like it came through here, because there's a pretty big hole right there, so we're gonna get that fixed. And right on this side too, a lot of our sinking with leaves came down, so we really have to fix that before the rain starts. So the water is really still and very mucky today, but you can see right there's a pretty big fish. And our end goal for this whole project is just to catch that fish. So my friend pointed out that right there seems to be holding up a lot of the water from running, so we're going to go ahead and try and free that up. So.
Get support beam. We can get it out.
And if we can dry it. Look at this. This is the main pond right here. Over here there's this mini section of water, and it looks like somebody poured a bag of Quikrete into it, and I think I might know the culprits. Now that fence right there was just built. In our last video you can actually see people building it in the background, and they have to cement that in. And I bet they just dumped all of their extra cement in here. Alright, my friend's gonna poke it with a stick, because what else are we gonna do? Yeah, that really does look like Quikrete. That's so weird. Wonder who/what is that? Looks like some remnants of it actually got into the main pond, which is a little annoying, but we can try and clean that up. One thing to note about this pond is it is not natural at all, and most of the water comes out of this, which is a giant sewage pipe that seems to go on forever, but it is just so weird, and I wonder if that caused some of that. There's a pretty big hole right there, so I'm going to take this big piece of bark and fix that from the top. Actually, coming up top, there's holes there, holes there, holes there, and I think this is more needed to cover those than to cover the little one over there, which I have more bark for. My friend's gonna go ahead and shove this pretty big cotton plant in behind the bark to see if I can insulate it a little more. You can see there's a lot of open areas in where the wall meets the roof, so we're gonna go ahead and fill all of those with some leaves. There's barely any sticks or rocks in this, so it is perfect for insulating. That rain's gonna start coming down any minute now. It is getting pretty dark for only being 5 o'clock. It did look like we got some visitors, because right there in the water, you can see the drone we found in episode 1, and somebody threw it in the water, so we're gonna have to get that out somehow. Okay, so unfortunately I just dropped my phone into the pond, so I'm gonna have to put the camera up, because I don't want that to happen again. Thankfully, I think it still works. There seems to be quite a bit of water in all of the ports, though, so I'm going to have to throw it in a bag of rice as soon as I get home. Alright, I just got the drone out on the stick. Throw that to the side. I need to get home pretty quick to get my phone dried, because thankfully, my quick reflexes saved me from it going all the way down. But it got to about there before I reached in and grabbed it, so I really got to get this thing dried out. People seem to really dislike Android phones, but I just dropped mine in a polluted river and it's fine. So, good on you, Android. Alright, so we patched up some holes in this little shelter and had quite a fun time at this lake, but we gotta head home because it's getting a little late and, you know, my friend has to go. So we're gonna start walking home. Wait up! Alright, we're gonna take a shortcut and just cut through my friend's dad's house's property. So,